Welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Meet the Pickles, the making of Win or Lose. This is behind the scenes, 28-minute long little documentary about the making of the characters, the animation, the situations, the crafting of Pixar's very first animated series, limited series. That's the actual show, which you should watch before you watch this making of. It's an obvious thing to say. I'm just saying you should go watch it. I highly recommend it. This has been a production that Pixar has been working on for a very long time and kept getting delayed and release and release and release. There was times like last year, even before last year, where it was on my list of things that were going to premiere, and then it came to the day and it didn't premiere. It's at least from what I saw, it was planned to be on a certain day, and then they moved it 6 months later. Finally got to watch it earlier this year, and I loved it. It did have a bit of a troubled production, and that's borne out by the changes that had to be made. I am not going to talk about that here. That is a whole other thing. You can look it up, you can research it. I'm sure plenty of people will have opinions one way or the other regarding it. This is about the documentary I just watched. That is, it's about the inspiration for the characters and the situation, the structure of the story, and everything else. It bears itself out over like 8 episodes or so. It's about a softball team called the Pickles, and their coach, and some of their parents, and the umpire, and all the different things that kind of weigh upon each of them as they get closer and closer to the championship, which could change everything for them. Or it might be something that some of them may not feel up to in the end. For me, it's fun. For some people who are easily stressed by certain things, you might feel an affinity for a number of these characters in a number of different ways, because it's not like, oh, this is 8 different perspectives, which is what it is. It is, for the most part, this 8 different character stories and how they all overlap, and structuring that, as they talk about here, is incredibly complex. And that's beyond just crafting the characters as they are in their heads, and then utterly changing them as things progress, who they reflect upon the most, and also the situations that each of these characters have to come to terms with in order to make it to the big game at the end of the series. And again, how they deal with it depends on if they're adult or a child, or the little brother of somebody, or the star, or the most desired, or somebody who's got it all going on the outside but is falling apart on the inside. It's it's more than just like, we're making a cartoon. It's more than that, and this way it is with pretty much all animation and all storytelling that is televised and serialized, and also, well, movies too, I guess. but you get a lot of people with a lot of moving parts, and you get to sit down with these people. And Pete Docter, who is the head of this whole thing, this documentary is directed by Sarah Dunham, and for me, I love the making of things that we have available to us on Disney Plus, the behind the scenes of each of the movies and each of the Marvel shows. They like to do that as well. To me, how the cake gets made is always really fun, because I like the elements of storytelling, and to me, just seeing how the animation comes together in a way that just makes sense more than it should. How they depict anything from the way a character's mouth moves to the way they design trees. To me, it's one of those situations where sometimes I like those video games that we have that are like Cyberpunk 2077. I haven't played the game myself. I'm not a console player. I'm a PC player. I need a PC that is a little bit stronger than to play that. But I enjoy watching videos of people walking around the world of Cyberpunk 2077. And to me, enjoying how the characters, the NPCs are depicted, and also just the architecture of the world and how everything functions the way it should. I love that. I love just digging into that. No shooting, no heists or no action, just living in that world. It sounds boring, but it's a bit calming. And when it comes to seeing that, yeah, where this world comes to life through animation, I really love seeing that kind of thing. So yeah, if you've already watched the series, which I highly recommend, definitely finish it up with watching this documentary, and you might realize some things you didn't realize before while you're watching it. I can't say too much because there's a lot of things to discover in this, but some of the choices are like once you realize how they made the choice or why they made the choice, you're like, okay. I never realized that, but it makes sense. Or you could just be proven right in your own mind. All right, that's all I'm going to say about this. Tomorrow is our 6th anniversary. It is 2,193 straight episodes since the launch of Disney Plus. Yeah, every day, an episode every day, not skipped a day. Some of them came in a little late, but they represented the day that they were on. Just rendering took a while. So we're going to pick the episode for our 6th anniversary. And in the past, we've had some episodes that were kind of iconic, and others that were just, okay, we'll see. Understand, we have a number of things in the documentary reality show, concert, kind of category. So there's a high chance of that. I'm hoping it doesn't disappoint. This will be our last anniversary because I don't think I'm going to make it to a 7th anniversary due to the lack of things. I've watched, by the way, Disney Plus and everybody else. I've watched more Disney Plus than anybody else. No, I haven't watched every episode of Hannah Montana. I've watched like 1 or 2. But I've watched almost everything. I'm within 100 episodes of everything that's on Disney Plus right now of finishing. If nothing else got added, but stuff has been added. So next quarter, when I reset this, that could be my last quarter. I don't know. I might not make it past March. We'll find out, but let's pick 6th anniversary episode. 6. Oh my god. That is totally unintentional. I don't control this. That's insane. Unfortunately, I have a feeling I know what number 6 is. No, it's not. Okay. We got really close. You'll see if you look above our 6th item, what we just missed seeing. I'm not going to bust on it too bad. They're not horrible, but it is unfortunately another documentary. But it's short and it's easy to watch. I think it's short. It's I think it's an ABC News special. It is about America's care crisis. And honestly, I don't know how old it is, but that sounds very timely right about now as we reach the end of this year and all the fun stuff that's happening in America's care crisis. Not going to get into politics, but yeah. For our 6th anniversary episode, 6 years of doing the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, we're watching America's Care Crisis on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.